Now we're going to move on to the muscles of the lower leg. I'm going to start with the posterior aspect, looking at gastrocnemius. Gastro means stomach, and the gastrocnemius is actually looks like a big belly if you look at the two bellies of the gastrocnemius. You can see you have a medial and lateral head of the gastrocnemius, but we don't test you on that, so don't worry about it. Here is the soleus muscle deep to gastrocnemius. Okay, and if we follow this down, I'm going to actually remove this. There we go. Come on off. Okay, so if we look at the gastrocnemius, here's the soleus underneath. It actually comes out a little bit laterally underneath gastrocnemius. The fascia for these two muscles blends to form the Achilles tendon. Alrighty, so looking at the posterior aspect of the leg, underneath gastrocnemius and soleus, right here we have our tibialis posterior muscle, and this guy right next to your tibialis posterior muscle is going to be the Flexor Hallucis longus. Okay, so that's your Flexor Hallucis longus. This muscle here, medially, is actually your Flexor Digitorum longus. So we have Flexor Hallucis longus, and it's almost counterintuitive because you would think it would be closer to the big toe, but it's not. Your Flexor Hallucis longus is here, your Flexor Digitorum longus is here, okay? So again, in relation to your foot, Flexor Digitorum longus, Flexor Hallucis longus, okay? And then again, this muscle real deep is your tibialis posterior. Now, if we look anteriorly, okay, anteriorly we have our tibialis anterior, okay, and we have this muscle down in here. Well, sorry, it's hard to hold the phone and hold the thing at 2 times, but this muscle right in here is going to be your extensor hallucis longus, this little guy here. Okay, that's extensor hallucis longus, and that makes this muscle right here extensor digitorum. Okay, so that's a little bit more intuitive because you can see this going to all the digits of the toes. That's extensor digitorum. On the lateral aspect next to the fibula, because remember your fibula is lateral, it makes up the lateral malleolus. So on the lateral aspect of the lower leg, we have fibularis longus, and then this little guy down here is fibularis brevis. Okay, and that covers all of the muscles of the leg.